There's been a lot of speculation surrounding Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff. Whispers around the paddock suggest the Austrian could be planning to jump ship at the end of the 2020 season, but confirmation of those rumours is still yet to surface. Since joining in 2013, Wolff has won an impressive 6 Constructor Championships during his time at Mercedes. However, Mercedes wasn't the first Formula 1 team he became involved with, and it may not be the last. In 2009, Wolff bought a share of the Williams Formula 1 team and went on to join the board of directors. Then, in 2012, he was named executive director of Williams' F1 team. That year they finished what will be now considered as a respectable 8th. The following year he joined Mercedes, acquired a 30% stake in the team and took over all of their racing activity. The year after, he sold his shares in Williams and is now believed to be in negotiations with Racing Point owner Lawrence Stroll. Wolff is thought to be looking for a stake in the Canadians' Aston Martin F1 Racing team for 2021. Now this is where things get a little bit interesting. Formula 1 have confirmed that the Racing Point F1 team will be rebranded as Aston Martin Racing for 2021, after the team owner Lawrence Stroll made a significant investment into the British manufacturer. Aston Martin are currently Red Bull Racing's title sponsor, but that agreement will come to an end at the conclusion of the 2020 season, after which the British outfit are due to enter the series in 2021. Lawrence Stroll's investment of £182 million into struggling Aston Martin equates the Canadian securing a 16.7% stake in the company and being appointed as chief executive in the process. It's no secret within the industry that Wolff and Stroll know and appreciate each other. Their business relationship goes back a long way. Stroll and Wolff are long-term friends, and when the FIA announced the cancellation of the 2020 Australian Grand Prix, the pair flew back together in Stroll's private jet. Wolff's leadership has proved to be second to none. Mercedes has won 89 of 121 races under Wolff's leadership. The team has taken 94 of 121 pole positions, 58 front row lockouts, and 179 from a possible 242 podium finishes. Since Wolff joined Mercedes in 2013, the team has achieved a winning percentage of 66%. His CV is arguably the most impressive of all the team principals in the series, even besting Christian Horner's run of 4 consecutive wins with Red Bull between 2010 to 2013. His formidable partnership with the late Niki Lauda became a force to be reckoned with in the sport, each of them holding a 30% and 10% stake respectively in Mercedes-AMG F1 team. The former F1 boss Bernie Ecclestone apparently believes that the Austrian will be moving to Aston Martin in the not too distant future. Speaking to GP fans, Ecclestone said, "Toto Wolff has become more friendly with Lawrence. He has the brains to pick out the right people to be friends with, and I think we will more than likely see him join Lawrence at Aston Martin. Lawrence has some people with him and the group has bought control of the company, and I suppose Toto could jump in there as chief executive. It might work." Toto Wolff later came out to address the circulating rumours, denying any potential move to Aston Martin. He told Austrian broadcaster ORF, "Rumours that I would lead Aston Martin had no basis. Collaborating with Daimler in our team is my priority." That, though, has done nothing to quash the speculation. Former F1 driver Christian Albers said, according to his sources, that there are some cracks in Wolff's relationship, with the Daimler bosses especially. "I have heard from my network that the hairline cracks are developing at Mercedes. Despite the great performance of the Mercedes team, there are rumours of tension between Wolff and the leadership of Mercedes and the parent company Daimler. It seems, though, nothing short of a new Mercedes contract for Wolff will stop the rumours. Even then, it still may not." It's worth noting that earlier this year it was also rumoured that Wolff and Stroll would buy the Mercedes team and then rebrand it as Aston Martin Racing. These theories were off the back of reports that Mercedes may be reluctant to participate in the series past 2020. This supposedly came about when the 2021 regulations were come into effect. These have subsequently been postponed to 2020 due to the coronavirus pandemic. It is true Mercedes have not signed up to F1 to continue racing past 2020, but neither has a number of other teams in the paddock. It was looking as though Wolff could well be staying put at the German outfit. That was until it had been reported he has since purchased a stake of £37 million in Aston Martin, according to their company filings. A Mercedes F1 spokesman said Wolff's move was purely an investment on the Austrian's part, and would be diluted by a rights issue on Monday from 4.77% to less than 1%. Fully diluted following the pending rights issue, this investment will represent a 0.95% stake in the company. It is a financial investment, and Toto's partnership and executive role with Mercedes are unaffected by that transaction. It's become quite obvious Toto Wolff will be a huge player within the Aston Martin team, even if he is true to his word and remains as Mercedes' team principal. It looks as though Mercedes and Stroll are in pursuit of rebuilding the Mercedes B team, but with the intention of rivaling frontrunners Ferrari and Red Bull and not becoming another midfield contender like Racing Point has been. This largely depends on Mercedes' involvement in F1, which would surely see Wolff's reign at the team continue. But should Daimler pull the plug on their future campaign, it would make sense for the Austrian to bring the winning DNA to Aston Martin.